Hi, and welcome to another video by Jimthecarguy. Today I want to show you a product that was sent to me by a company that saw one of my previous videos on how to diagnose a charging system. I will put a link up top or down below so you can see that video as well. That particular unit was a top-down, and this one is the one that they sent me, and they wanted me to demonstrate how it works. This is the company right here. All right, so I did open it up. I looked at it already, but we're going to go through it together, and we're going to see how this one works. The difference between this one and the previous video that I did, the other video, it had the capability of printing out a piece of paper to show you what the readings were. If this is for your personal use, you don't really need that piece of paper to be printed out. You can just view it on the screen itself. All right, so let me show you how it works, and we're going to test out the battery and the charging system on this vehicle. All right, so let's take a look and see what we get here. So this is the unit itself. I did look it up on Amazon, which I will put a link down below this video so you can take a look at it. I will put it in my Amazon store so you can see it there as well. I think this was under $50, and if you have Prime, of course, you know you can get it shipped to you for free. This is the directions how to use it, but it is fairly simple to use. You could scroll through the directions here, but I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very simple, and it's self-explanatory. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look here. They say that it can do cars, motorcycles, and obviously trucks too, because it can go up to between 40 CCA and 2000 CCA. So this is capable of doing a lot of different batteries. This will do the more modern batteries as well as the older batteries that have been around just about forever. This is the unit itself here. We are going to take it and power it up so you can see how it works. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come down to our battery down here. We're going to disconnect the battery and pull these covers off. Now, in case you don't know, on top of the battery itself, there's usually something written on there that'll tell you whether it's a negative or a positive post. Now this one is the negative post because we have it right here. And our positive post, as you can see, it's back over here. And you know, let me bring it a little closer so you can see. This is our positive post right there. You just take this piece here, push it in, lift it up, and you gain access to it. Now this particular one here has got little clips that you can connect the jumper cable itself to if the battery was to go dead, or a booster box or whatever. So we are going to utilize these points right here to test it and see. So let me put you over here so you can see what I'm doing on both negative and positive. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here with our positive. We're going to connect it onto that piece right there. Now these clamps are actually fairly decent. They are pretty much spring loaded. They're not like the cheaper ones that I've seen before, which never even made it to my channel. They wound up in the trash. These are actually pretty decent. All right, we're going to connect this one onto here as well. And you can see right away the unit itself will power up. I hope you can see that. Let me bring it a little closer. Okay, and of course it shows you what the voltage is right now. It's 12.49 volts. And we're going to hit enter right here. And now it's going to ask you, do you want to do the out? Is the battery in the vehicle or out of the vehicle? And in this particular case, the battery is in the vehicle. But if the battery was out of the vehicle, you can test just this, the cranking amps of the battery, or the cold cranking amps of the battery. So we're going to scroll over now until we get to in-vehicle test. You see it highlighted, in-vehicle test. We're going to hit enter again. And this is a regular flooded battery. It's not the AGM or the GEL or anything else. But if you have these particular batteries, then of course you would highlight them and you would go into it to find out where which battery it is. But this one here is a regular flooded, so we're going to hit the regular flooded here now. Press it. And we are going to do the CCA, cold cranking amps. Okay. Now, this particular battery is 800 cold cranking amps, which normally could be located on top of the battery someplace. It'll tell you what the cold cranking amps are. This one is 800 CCA, so we're going to hit enter again here. It's going to test the battery. The battery is good. It's healthy 100%. Charge is 81%, 12.49 volts. So everything looks good on the battery itself. Now we're going to do a charging system test. We hit the enter again, just like that. And it says, please start the engine. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start the vehicle up. Okay, so now it's testing. Cranking voltage is normal. Cranking time was 1843 milliseconds to get the vehicle to start, so it started very, very quickly, and the 11.47 volts is normal. We're going to hit enter one more time, and it's going to do a charging system test, and yes, we do want to do that, so we're going to hit the enter again. And now what it's going to do is it's going to test the ripple for the diodes, the diode ripple test. It's doing that right now. We'll let it proceed through its whole procedure. Increase the speed 2500 RPMs for 5 seconds, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so now we did that. We're going to come back here. We're going to press the enter button one more time. It's testing again. The charging system is normal. The load is with 14.15 volts. Unloaded 14.31. The diode ripple is 5 millivolts, and the ripple is okay. So let me shut this off. All right, so quick and easy, we can tell where the problem is, if there is any problem. We know the charging system is good, the alternator is good, the diode ripple is good, and we know the battery is good. That's it. This job is pretty much all set, fairly easy to use. And we just go back. And when we're finished, we just take off the cables just like this. Just like this. We're going to close down that cover back on the battery like that, and then we're going to put our other cover back on where it previously came out. These little tabs here go back in there like this, push it in, and that's it. Alright, so as you can see, using this unit is fairly simple. It's self-explanatory. You can just follow the on-screen prompts, and anybody can use this at all to check your charging system, to test your battery as well as your charging system. Now, if you were doing an out of the vehicle test on just the battery, if you had the battery on the ground out of the vehicle, then of course you scroll over to that out of vehicle test and you follow the prompts on the screen there too. But it's basically the same thing as testing the battery that's in the car, but of course we won't be able to do the charging system test until after it's back in the vehicle. But that's it. It's all set. This vehicle, we know the alternator is good, the diode ripple is good, and the battery itself is good. So nothing to worry about until probably next year, and then we'll have to go ahead and replace it. All right, I will put the link down below in my Amazon store. Check it out, see what you think of it, and if it suits your needs, you know, see what it's fairly cheap to get. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.